In the unassuming town of Wigan, Lancashire, the enigmatic life of Michelle Howards, a hardworking cleaner, held a peculiar intrigue for her neighbors. Despite her modest occupation, whispers among the locals hinted at an inexplicable wealth that seemed to grace Michelle's life. Her unassuming three-bedroom rental home housed 12 children, each sharing bunk beds in a space that sparked curiosity among the neighbors. Michelle, a twice-divorced 45-year-old woman, had managed to secure child support from each of her ex-husbands for the past 5 years, a fact that piqued interest and raised eyebrows in the community.
But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories.
However, her seemingly flawless facade was about to face intense scrutiny when a new judge, Judge Bennett, stepped into her ongoing family case. Unlike her predecessor, this judge had an unerring eye for detail and a relentless pursuit of truth, regardless of her feminist leanings. As Judge Bennett dug into Michelle's financial records, inconsistencies began to surface. What seemed like a simple case of child support payments soon became a labyrinth of suspicions and irregularities that couldn't be ignored. Meanwhile, Michelle's daily routine persisted, seemingly unfazed by the whispers swirling around her. However, her secrets were unraveling slowly, a few details left unguarded that would soon threaten to expose her carefully crafted charade. One evening, as Michelle busied herself with household chores, an unexpected knock rattled her composure. At her doorstep stood Judge Bennett, unwavering and determined to confront Michelle about the discrepancies in her financial records. Caught off guard, Michelle struggled to mask her anxiety. She invited the judge inside, hoping to mitigate any suspicions, but the relentless interrogation left her flustered and emotionally overwhelmed. Her attempts to deflect attention with tears only postponed the inevitable confrontation. The judge's persistence fueled Michelle's panic. In a frantic effort to conceal any trace of her supposedly lavish lifestyle, she hurriedly stashed away expensive gadgets and items, hoping to evade the judge's piercing scrutiny. However, the day of reckoning arrived in the courtroom, and Michelle found herself trembling, clutching her handbag tightly as Judge Bennett peered over her glasses, examining Michelle's financial records meticulously. As the courtroom filled up, the judge wasted no time in pointing out the glaring disparities. Michelle's ordinary life contradicted the substantial wealth reflected in her bank statements, a dichotomy that demanded an explanation. Struggling to compose herself, Michelle attempted to attribute her financial stability to vague investments, her voice trembling with uncertainty. But Judge Bennett was unfazed, demanding proof of these elusive investments that Michelle couldn't substantiate. Her world of lies began to crumble as Judge Bennett ordered a DNA test for Michelle's youngest child, a test that would expose the truth about paternity and shake the very foundation of Michelle's deception. When the results were revealed in the courtroom, silence fell like a heavy shroud. The truth echoed through the space, revealing that Michelle had manipulated paternity for child support. Tears streamed down her face as the reality of her deceit sank in. The judge's verdict was damning. Michelle was found guilty of multiple counts of fraud, facing severe consequences that shattered the facade she had meticulously constructed. Sentenced to community service and admission to a mental hospital, Michelle's life took a sharp turn as she grappled with the repercussions of her actions. Seeking redemption, she moved away.
Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to G's inspired by real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story.
Determined to rebuild her life far from the prying eyes of her past. With therapy and support, Michelle embarked on a path of rehabilitation, channeling her experiences to help others struggling with similar compulsions. Despite her attempts to atone, the embarrassment of her past actions lingered, a constant reminder that spurred her to mend broken relationships with her children. Seeking forgiveness and prioritizing their well-being, Michelle vowed to be the mother they deserved, transcending her own desires for the sake of their happiness. As time passed, her children came to understand the complexities of their mother's struggles, fostering a newfound closeness that was born from empathy and forgiveness. Michelle's journey was one of redemption, a tireless effort to rectify her mistakes and reclaim a life built on integrity and genuine care for her family.